Yo, welcome in once again. Welcome into the three-man weave, the three flyest motherfuckers in the league, indeed. Brought to you by Good Weed. You already know how we doing, how we moving. Another beautiful week in sports. I got my man on the right, Docs.
Yeah, what's good, everybody?
Got my man on the left, Cruz.
Yo, what's happening?
You know what I'm saying? So, once again, another beautiful week in sports. To re-emphasize, shout out to Nike, putting out Kaepernick as the actual face of the campaign for the 30th anniversary. Big things.
Big deal.
NBC has already said that they plan on selling Nike a ad space so that they can put it on during Thursday Night Football, which is a hilarious irony.
That's crazy. I didn't know the time slot.
Yeah.
I didn't know the programming.
Yeah, it's Thursday Night Football. It's a very coincidental, if one could say, or a very fitting spot.
I'm waiting for the Super Bowl ad.
What y'all think about the Nike move, though?
Bold,
smart, bold, stupid, what?
Think of it from what standpoint? I don't disagree with it. I like seeing them ride with
not
them,
a moral standpoint, but just as a business standpoint.
Yeah, because I saw one thing that they were talking about. They're like, I saw this one meme where it was like Nike execs sleeping knowing that white people buy all their cheapest shoes or some shit like that.
Boy, ain't that right? Them $30 ones.
Exactly, that's kind of what I'm saying.
The Nike Flight, no model, just the Nike Flight.
But yeah, just all showing all sorts of fucking dad kicks you see at Ross and shit.
Oh, dead ass, that's the Flight.
They ain't making these no more.
They ain't flying nowhere, but they flies.
Nobody's copping these now. Now the boycott's in effect.
The Payless ones, yeah. The Payless ain't getting.
But
Payless
I don't know,
is
so that might be a good move. It's like, I mean, obviously Nike's a pretty universal brand. They kind of sell shit to everyone. I think there might be something to that. White people might not be the ones spending the most money on Nike. Hard to say. I'd have to look at their fiscal reports.
There's one way. I mean, I'm gonna say some white folks still support the cause. So they're gonna throw something out there.
Absolutely, but
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe it'd be good for their bottom line though. Overall, maybe. I mean, I guess they're a business, and it's like unless they were really feeling, I don't know, whatever the word, they're just feeling very conscious that something, feel like making a moral action, then cool. But it's like usually these businesses, they're not acting unless it's going to help their bottom line. So I'm guessing they ran some numbers and they figured this was a move.
You think it's more business than morality in the first place?
It's hard to say. I don't know who's running Nike these days. I would kind of have to assume so. I don't think Nike's really been known for. I mean, they've been fucking running sweatshops and shit for like fucking 15 years. Like, I don't think people are really. I don't really hear about the Nike Foundation doing a whole bunch of good work or any shit like that. So I'm assuming they're mostly just out here for the bread. You know what I mean?
They look at Phil Knight as a philanthropist or a philanthropist, right?
I'm sure everyone's like, all those dudes are like a philanthropist to some public extent. You know what I mean? Everyone's got a foundation. I'm saying I don't even know about the Nike Foundation, but I'm assuming there is one because every fucking corporation has a charity. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Largely, most of the time, just because just for tax return purposes and shit like that. You get tax breaks for making charitable donations and stuff. But yeah, no, I would assume. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too cynical, but I don't really think so.
I would say that's right on point for what I was reading as far as what Jamel Hill put towards it. As far as she thinks the business end might be the end all of this thing. It may look like a morality move at first, but then when you actually see the bottom line, it actually could develop. Considering Kaepernick had one of the top highest selling jerseys in the league last year, was top 50, and then he had the highest selling jersey upon the kneeling situation. So it definitely not all bad business is bad business.
How are they even still selling his jersey?
Oh, they can still sell the jersey because it's still property of NFL. But I guess
you can make throw. I don't know. I guess I don't know how that works. So I'm just if you make a throwback, you gotta get the per. I guess if he's still in the NFLPA though. I'm
pretty sure it's still NFL.
They're still
property.
manufacturing the jerseys though.
Yeah.
They're like throwbacks.
They did. I don't know if
they're
they still
not encouraged. It's a throwback by definition, basically.
He's not even on the team anymore, so yeah, it's a throwback now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they're still out here manufacturing. They're not manufacturing like AI Nuggets jerseys. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe Mitchell Odessa's or something, but
I'm pretty sure they are actually.
That'd be kind of a cold jersey on.
It is a cold jersey. I'm thinking about copying that now.
Random. I don't know. Vince Carter, Orlando Magic. You can't pick that jersey up no more. I don't think.
No.
You know what I mean? So like that's crazy that they're still manufacturing those jerseys and selling them on the site and shit.
It's because it sells.
It sells, yeah. It's just demand
probably high.
I don't think it's ever happened before though. Anything along those lines.
This is pretty new.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of
in itself. Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, I see both sides of it. I mean, I know I've read a report where some of the investors in Nike have expressed their distaste with the move just because it is taking a side on a very highly politicized issue, which can, manipulate your business, manipulate your customer.
It's like Jordan said years ago, Republicans buy shoes too.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I mean, I think initially there's going to be actually like kind of a spurt in their business, just because I think people that are supporting the cause are going to be like, well, we better make sure we go buy Nike stuff now, to, show that they're doing good stuff. But then eventually I feel like they're going to take a hit and they're going to notice it, and they probably won't do that again, and they probably won't have him be a forefront. I guarantee you within a couple of weeks, you won't see this ad much anywhere.
I don't think so. This is the 30th anniversary. You can't just you can't half step on your 30th anniversary.
And then as soon as you backtrack, you're gonna look trash to the people that you even had as initial partners.
Yeah, I think to make a move like this, you're playing your heels in the dirt. Like you know what you're doing when you make a move like this. And just one thing is, here we are talking about Nike, and if they didn't do this week, we wouldn't be here on a podcast and on many podcasts across the country right now talking about Nike.
It's polarizing. Don't get polarizing confused with just it makes great business. Now I agree with you, but it's polarizing in that sense. While we all
understand
people making burning Nike merchandise videos and stuff,
which is stupid, by the way. Let me go ahead and throw this.
That's really necessarily a bad look for Nike, though.
Quick PSA. Stop buying shit that you're gonna burn. I'm gonna let you know they're not burning their money when you burn your shit. Understand that. Continue.
You don't gotta talk to these motherfuckers. They can't put together simple shit like that. There's no helping them.
I'm just maybe I got a small glimpse of hope for that. But yeah, man.
But so to your point though, like exactly what you said about taking a firm stance, do you feel like maybe that's exactly what the NFL's done with Kaepernick and how they haven't let him back in the league? Now they can't go back on it because how it look?
They haven't.
No, because they haven't actually vocally said it. It hasn't been direct. And Nike is very direct by putting him as the face and talking about the sacrifice. The NFL would have to come out and say, yes, we are blackballing that man and we will pay that lawsuit.
Okay. Fair point.
That would be where I see them.
Fair.
So that's kind of where I am with it. But as far as where you actually see the Nike situation, as far as what you would do as a businessman, what would you say?
Oh, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it at all. To me, it's just not worth it.
There you go.
You think
it's not worth it. It's not worth losing any business when there's a plethora of other ways they could have went with that, other athletes they could have chosen that wouldn't be controversial or wouldn't be so polarizing. I think that there's a certain sense in business where any publicity is good publicity, but only to a certain extent. When it comes to such a powerful social topic, I think it's too risky to take a side on it, which they are. They're taking a side.
You're definitely polarizing your audience, so at that point you know you're going to lose some people, but in the long run, I don't know. I think the way this
is my question. Do you think they're gaining anybody from this? Any fans?
I think they could.
I don't see anyone being like, oh, well, I didn't really like Nike before, but since they have Kaepernick on the thing, I'm definitely going to support them now.
I think there are probably a lot.
It's like you're either with them or you.
No, I think there are a lot of people that are probably at their fucking sports store shopping for socks and shit, and they're like, there's the Adidas one, there's the Nike one, they're the same fucking price, and now after this happened, motherfuckers might be like, hey, you know what, Nike, fuck with Kaepernick, I'm gonna just copy these.
So you think that before this they would have not went towards Nike?
It would have just been a coin flip. They would have copped like whatever they were feeling in the moment. Like when I go to the store to shop for fucking socks, I'm not like going in there with like, I'm going in there, I'm gonna cop from like 3 or 4 different brands that I know are good. Like if they got some fucking Reebok, Nike, Adidas, like Polo, I'm like, all right, it's straight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cop whatever is like on sale or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck in those sorts of situations. And that's just one example. You can extend that across the board. You know what I mean? Somebody takes their kid to black dad takes his kid to go get cleats for fucking his like middle school football team or something like that. You know what I mean? He's there. The shoes are the same price, or maybe even the Nikes are $3 more, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna spend the $3. You know what I mean? And obviously you can have it go the other way. You know what I mean? Maybe it's some fucking conservative. Father is going to be like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot more of that than there are going to be the new people saying, well, I like Nike now.
Well, how do we know that? I just don't know, because have they, is there, like, you would have to think, have they taken polls on, like, what's the general national perception of the Kaepernick thing?
I mean,
because the thing, like, I've never met anyone.
You're gonna look at my timeline and you're gonna see a lot more brand loyalty towards it because of my people.
In my life, I'm gonna be dead ass. I'm not even black. I'm not even black, and I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I've never met a person who's had a problem with the Kaepernick thing. I've never met him.
Really?
I've
met quite a few people.
Where do you meet them? Because
at work.
I got
Shit.
you.
One guy was ranting in a Circle K behind me while I was at the fountain getting a drink.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Like-
I've just never come across that.
In like Peoria and
Like 80% of, like,
the
80
lighter parts, you'll find it easy.
Absolutely.
I feel you, like 80 to
Absolutely.
90% of the people I hang out with are black, and the other 10% are really liberal white folk. So
Yeah,
so it's like I don't come across that shit,
Yeah.
but I realize that's just my lens. So
My
I know that's
surroundings
not
wouldn't do that,
representative.
right.
I know it's not representative, but at the same time, it's like you look at like Trump approval ratings, they're in like the 30s and shit right now. You know what I mean?
Well-
and there's probably a little bit of lineup, but not that there's a direct correlation. But I would say if that's just like what the sentiment of the country is like right now, I don't know what
Skin
what
more
is the
progressive.
sentiment
Well,
like on the
here I
Kaepernick
found
thing?
from the Washington Post, there was a poll done, and this article was posted in March. Let's see, the poll was done January and February of this year, of 2018.
Okay.
53% of Americans say it's never appropriate to kneel during the national anthem. So it's a majority. It's not a vast majority,
feel
but
you.
it is a majority.
And when was that poll from?
From the beginning of this year.
Who's it?
Beginning of
Who
this year.
they
Yeah,
get
so it's
the
definitely an
numbers
issue by
from?
then.
Did it say?
Washington Post.
I know, but I was just like, how did they get those poll
Was it
numbers?
ballot
Like, who did they
poll?
ask?
Is that what
Right.
it's called?
So
Did they take
that would be
poll
my
themselves?
only question concerning that, because you got to give me. I need details if we're talking about statistics.
It
You got to
helps.
give me details.
It helps.
The Washington Post
Yeah.
Post Kaiser Family Foundation
Okay.
poll.
So if y'all know
And
Post
it's-
Kaisers, look that shit up, and then you can put together what that number would be in that percentage.
I think Washington Post might be. I think they might. Or no, I guess I think Wall Street Journal's more right leaning, but I think Washington Post might be a little right leaning also. I'm not sure. Not to say that the poll.
No, they're not
necessarily-
right-leaning.
They're
Washington
left.
Post isn't.
They're left.
Oh,
yeah.
left is okay. I'm
Trump
thinking
talk
of,
shit about them.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else then. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's like. New
I've
York.
read a couple
I think it's like
posts.
New York
They're-
Post and Wall Street.
They're a little bit
Journal.
more open with they shit.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm thinking of a different one.
I'll say this because on that same poll, they
Not like
asked,
Fox News bad, but there's another one I'm thinking of. It's just like a little bit.
Fox
lower,
News
you know?
is just-
Oh yeah, that's a whole.
that's
not even-
Infowars
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
man.
that's bad. What were you saying, Cruz?
with this poll, they asked, generally speaking, what do you think of yourself as? And 29% of the people said Democrat, 22% said Republican, 36 Independent, and then other for
Yeah,
the rest. So it was pretty spread out.
Well, that's interesting to me.
And still the majority.
So I mean, yeah, it's an interesting move of Nike. Of course, you got to keep in mind, Nike. They got a lot of numbers over there. They're doing. I'm sure Nike is also selling to a generally younger demographic. You know what I mean? Where I don't know how. I'm not even saying this. I think they're selling to more 20 and 30-year-olds than they are to 50 and 60-year-olds. Nike.
well, yeah,
That's
of
what I'm
course.
saying. So this thing, they might just be talking to like everybody. You know what I mean? I'm sure they asked some 70-year-olds and shit like that. And there are no 70-year-olds buying Nike. Like if you're doing a political poll, and it sounds. And by the way, they got Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and everything. It looks like they're going for a wide demographic. So you're gonna get some young people, some old people, shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it isn't like
I
Nike's
think-
demographic, even
I
though it's a
think that's-
super wide general.
That's
it's not
what
the exact same.
that's what would get me over the hump, thinking Nike did the right thing. Generationally, kids are gonna want to fuck with Nike for this, because kids are gonna be the most open-minded towards this situation.
Also-
So that's
I
when you see
agree
that.
with
Also,
you. I
I
just don't
see
know
that.
to what extent.
But also think of the long term. Think of like 10 years from now.
Yeah,
Where it's like
generational.
we all know who's gonna be on the wrong side of history when this whole shit shakes out. We know.
For the most part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfucker's gonna look
Most
that
niggas
crazy.
know.
Like, wow, you made
Put
this,
that together.
You made the motherfucker with the afro not play because he was trying to talk about police brutality. Like, but we're gonna look back at it.
He'll be in the social studies book.
Yeah, we're gonna look back at people crazy. And Nike, they gotta realize that. You know what I mean? So they might think, hey, this will be like something people like part of the Nike
If Dr.
legacy.
King could have brand endorsements, Nike would have been rocking a check while he was on that Million Man March.
But they could think like this adds to like
Yeah, he probably wish he had some Nikes when he was doing that march.
Yeah, motherfucker was
motherfuckers out there in dress shoes.
yeah,
hurt.
church shoes,
Damn,
boy. Respect to the OGs.
But I mean, think about it though. Like in 10 years, like Nike, they're not a brand that operates quarter to quarter. I wouldn't think. You know what I mean? Where it's like Nike knows they're gonna be here in one form or another, whether it's going good or going bad. They know it's gonna. But so it's like they have a whole history and prestige and longevity and shit like that. Where 10 years from now, they could be making commercials like, hey. Remember when we stood up for Kaepernick, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
There's
Remember
like
who else did
38
that
billion
shit?
in, so
Only
they
Nike
can-
doing that shit. Just do it, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, so they can come back and they can have a whole shit like that.
They've
in 10
created
years.
memes already. The
Who?
meme has been created off of the Nike.
Oh, I feel
That
you.
in itself is promotion
I mean, it's-
subconsciously if you really think about it.
It's a risky move, but I don't know. Do you really? Yeah, it'll. I don't know. We're not fucking. We're not in branding.
I
and
think
shit
I'm
like
looking
that, so
more
we don't
so.
quite know, but I don't know.
With my education,
50-50,
my little education of
I don't see
branding
him
that
getting
I have
killed,
had,
though.
I see it working.
I feel you.
I agree.
I
I think
definitely
I'm
don't see
leaning to that
Nike-
side. I can see it. Talking about it, I think I see it
I
working.
definitely don't see Nike
Yeah.
getting killed.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
They're not going to go down as a company.
Oh, yeah, not like
because
that, but even like I don't see like their
It's just
stock
interesting
really,
how the
like
stance
taking a
is taken.
huge hit or anything like
If it
that.
took 5 to 10%, I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be
Yeah.
huge.
Which is
10%. That's huge.
That's a big amount.
5% is huge. 10 is
Yeah.
like
But I can see it.
motherfuckers jumping out windows at Nike.
I can see it
going down
initially
10%.
hitting that, and then it just and I can see from there they can go up too. I don't.
Stock did good today, though. I just checked. So
Did it?
it went up.
I think that. Oh yeah, my initial thing will tell you something though. I think anything from that, it's too soon to really tell from a political point how that's going. But I think if the stock went up and people are wanting to invest, that at least just tells you the brand, the not even brand recognition, but the brand conversation basically.
Yeah.
Where everyone knows Nike, but now people are talking about
Adidas
Nike.
is
We've been talking about
getting
Nike for
crushed out
15
here. Adidas is getting
Well,
crushed. Drake just said Nike
over
over
here.
checks. Stripes over, or what do you say? Checks over stripes. That come on, he's boycotting.
But he's also
Yeezy.
waffling.
Drake?
He's also waffling because
Yeah.
just months before that, he was
Oh,
on
wait,
another
he's with
song
Nike.
talking about Adidas, and it was
Well,
wearing Adidas.
he had the brand coming out.
Wait, who's Drake with? Didn't he? Do,
He was
with Jordan.
He was
Yeah,
he
he
was
did
with
like
Jordan.
They
Yo,
didn't
Jordans.
resign.
He thought he had Adidas. He fucked up the opening with that. That would be in another hip hop conversation we can have off. But as well as that, after that they got fucked up with that, so he went back to Nike. Now he's saying Nike over check. So I think he's now
flip-flopper.
I think he sided with Nike though. When you look at it, I think at the end I don't think he's flip flopping again. I think Nike's the move. He's boycotting the Yeezys. Nike's out here doing a thing on the NFL tip. They only got the track pants going on right now. Adidas only got the track pants right now. 3 straight track pants. It's
I
okay.
almost copped those track pants the other day. They
I know. I was
didn't
thinking
have my
about
size,
it,
bro.
I might fold up and get some green ones.
They had the shits like on sale for crazy, and I'm like, why are these so cheap? And they're like, oh, because they only got like the triple XL.
She was big and tall, my friend.
Bro, you'll be lucky as fuck when you find some shit that's sold out of like everything but your size. That shit will be like 75% off.
That
Just 'cause
happens
they're
to
like
me,
they're,
kid.
they're just like, motherfucker, buy this.
That's like my
We're
life
selling
right
to a very
there.
slim demographic at this point.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of this stock.
I feel you. Nigga wearing 12 and a half, 13 sometimes, man. Be like that.
Yeah, bro. I like the 12s, so I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, speaking of, oh yeah, see, I seen that too. 34
It's
point.
crazy to me that so Nike's worth $34.35 billion. I don't know if I trust this, but Google's saying ASICS is worth $428 billion.
Wait, ASICs are 428? Are they? Where's ASICs based? Are they really?
ASICs
Maybe they're
is-
huge overseas or something.
I mean,
Maybe they're like the only workout shoe sold in Russia or something.
Asics, yeah, Asics. I was about to say Asics is probably hitting a wide range. That's been a runner shoe since forever.
But still, I wouldn't have thought ASICs was bigger than Nike.
Right.
By any means, ASICs don't even advertise.
Let's think.
It's a Japanese company.
It's a Japanese. Maybe they just But the Asians fuck with Nike, so it's like
Here they do. We don't know overseas.
over there
like
they
that.
do. I've met some actual fucking like real, Japanese motherfuckers.
And how long have they been open?
Interestingly enough,
What?
they had a relationship with Nike at the beginning too.
ASICS?
Yeah.
How long did they? When did Asics start?
1949.
So they started before Nike.
Yeah.
So that would
They
also
were
give you that.
established.
Yeah, that would already get you. That would get
They
you.
all been around longer than Nike, Adidas, Puma, all that shit.
Yeah, but
Puma's about to be killing it, bro. Puma's
might.
already
They
killing
might.
it.
They
Shit's
might.
just- yo, their shoes are fucking clean too. Like I remember you telling me that Jay-Z fucking got involved with their shit. Now
Yep.
they did the big signings and shit.
Yep.
And I saw the shoes they were making, and I'm like, okay, the shoes are fucking fire too. So it's
Smooth.
like,
They trying to go back to the old school smooth flow. They just real smooth with them. That's why they got Walt.
Yeah, I don't really catch it as that. Like it just look.
They got
cool.
Walt back.
It look modern, but it don't look like they're biting nobody.
They ain't biting nobody. They OGs. They do what they want to do.
Yeah, you know that the dude who founded Puma was the brother of the dude who founded Adidas. Y'all not know that?
No,
Yeah, they both founded
Oh
Adidas, and then
my
he
God.
branched off and started Puma. The
That would make-
Dassler,
that would
the
make
Dassler
sense.
brothers. Adidas is called Adidas because it was founded by Adolf Dassler. Adidas.
It's the right Adolf.
Yeah, it's by Adolf.
Yo, it's funny though because it makes
said
sense
that
why they
shit was
both
founded
have,
before fucking World War II. Adidas has been around since like the.
It makes
I think
sense.
so. I think they've been around since like the 30s or 20s.
Label
or
makes
some
sense
shit.
though. Think about that. It's got the track look. Both of them got the
Oh,
track
yeah.
look. The Puma stripe, and then you got the Adidas stripe.
Was
Both track.
Adidas track or was it soccer first?
Thought it was
I'm not
track.
sure. Look at that. I think it might have been track.
Thought it was track
I don't think they were
first.
making cleats and shit like that. I think they were making running shoes.
No, cleats are running shoes. They make metal cleats for sprinters.
When people like people who run like in
Track? Yeah,
relay
soft
races
track?
and shit, they got.
Yeah, we got
Really?
cleats. All right, I used to run track.
Damn,
Yeah,
okay. I
little
didn't
metal
know
ones.
that.
They like this
Little
big.
ones, yeah.
Like this
Oh,
big.
okay.